It's so amazing. It's so amazing.
Lord, I could really use a good friend of you right now. I just need peace of mind, your word to calm me down. Heaven, listen. Are you listening? Where shall I begin? From the money, going out with your friends, flirting with men. I just wanna know when. You ain't gotta pretend. Said you were friends, got me looking like sin. So embarrassing when we had. You don't even give in or admit what you did. What I won't do is play the fool like these other dudes you used to. I'm a man of God, man to pray when I'm supposed to. I'm the one you should've came home to, belong to. How could you? One day you love, one day you hurt, one day you change. Who do you blame for the pain? I just had to learn. No matter what life may come to me, good or bad, I know I'm loved in heaven. Well, I'm more than a friend, I'm son of the king. No matter what life may come to me, good or bad, I know I'm loved in heaven. Well, more than a friend, I'm son of the king. I'll still take you back. We're stronger than that. Let God still be true. The conceit is true. Lord, I could really use a good friend of you right now. Can someone intercede on behalf of me right now? Cause I'm hurt and I'm broken. The enemy all in my head telling me it ain't working. But I know it's working cause you are the truth and I'm anointed. And I've been appointed to step on the head of the serpents. And I know for certain that what's in my past, I won't let back. I just had to learn. No matter what in life, no matter what may come to me, good or bad, I know I'm loved in heaven. Well, more than and I'm son of a king. No matter what in life may come to me, good or bad, I know heaven. Well, more than a friend, I'm son of a king. Look, let's just be honest, man. Women betray you, men will betray you, your family will turn their back on you, your friend will become your enemy. God is love, and if you don't have God, then you don't know love.
It's so amazing.
I'm hoping your blessings rain down on me. Your spirit of mercy, Lord, all I need. I'm hoping your blessings rain down on me. Your spirit of mercy, Lord, all I need. I wanna get closer to you. Without you, I'm nothing before you. You need to become my. I'll cry. Sunshine with me through this lifetime. I wanna get closer. I fell away, plenty mistakes. Ain't playing safe to get away. Then you call, I ignore. Question what I'm here for. This pain I've been holding within. I feel like I'm losing, drowning in sin. My downfall, these closed walls refuse me the option to love y'all. I played the game, I gave the game more than half my life, denying crying. And some don't understand it, so they slaves and chains and caskets. Blessings rain down on me. Your spirit, mercy, Lord, all I need. I'm hoping your blessings down on me. Your spirit of mercy, Lord, all I need. I wanna get closer to you. Without you, I'm nothing before you. You need to become mine. I'll cry. Sunshine with me through this lifetime. I wanna get closer. I'm knowing tomorrow, I promise, if I get to live to tell. This money I'm making, I'm hated, cause we're so conditioned to fail. So many times I've been in years of winning, sleeping with enemies. Need to give to me, knowing the sins of my life will return to me one day to murder me. See the poison tree, keep on calling me back to prison, women, pharmacies. And the worst part of this, I don't enjoy it. And I find myself calling out for mercy. I'm hoping your blessings rain down on me. Your spirit of mercy, Lord, all I need. I'm hoping your blessings rain down on me. Your spirit of mercy, Lord, all I need. I wanna get closer to you. Without you, I'm nothing before you. You need to become mine. I'll cry. Turn me through this life. I wanna get closer.
Look what I'm facing, homie. My cousin trying to put cases on me. Making calls from the pen, want me to sneak in them cases for him. My pops fight for his life. Lord, I pray for him every night. And my brother just had a stroke. Hope that he just start eating right, man. Not to mention, it's something. Did you remember jumping over them fences, trying to get away from the district? As a young boy with no guidance, grew up cooking dope in my mama's kitchen. Never thought that it'd catch up with me. Never thought that I'd get a sentence. Never wanted to hurt her feelings, but life be life and they living right. So when this night I'm sitting in prayer to God for forgiveness, based on the true story, so ain't no second chances at living. I'm really trying to get closer, but the devil's still trying to get me.
Blessings rain down. Your spirit of mercy, Lord, all I need. I'm hoping your blessings rain down on me. Your spirit of mercy, Lord, all I need. I wanna get closer to
Without you, I'm nothing before you. You need to become mine. I'll cry. Sunshine with me through this lifetime. I want to get closer.
Y'all heard the saying, go to church, right? That couldn't be no far from the truth, man. Because it's the cowards that's not going to go to church afraid to acknowledge God because they don't want to be accountable to their sins and fear their responsibility. The devil got these people mind, man. They think Christians is soft, and they forget that the church is made up of ex-cons, killers, and drug dealers, and gangbangers God saved and delivered. We sons of the king. We supposed to be in life. We supposed to have
I lift my hands and I give you thanks for all that you do for me. Yeah, yeah. I walk by faith and I'm doing no trouble in my way. Mm-hmm. Soon as I get up and I praise you in the morning, all my bills are paid and I write nothing before it. Wife so bad, so much swag, jewels on flash, all my pants. Is it rain cause who's the shit you are? Why they think that we not from the streets or something? Like we supposed to be broke and not have money. Why they think we don't supposed to have fun? Like being Christian somehow must be boring.
Nemesis from the fall of the man, been the plan of the crucifix. Double R, caviar, y'all switching and like an avatar, Gemini, two-face, will embrace. Y'all hate at the same time. That's mine. Yahweh, Yahweh. These people rather die than to live. And that's real.
So I guess we're not Christian then. I'm afraid of the way we're not supposed to be happy here. Like the Lord in our life for real. Darkness run from light. Salvation's only in Christ. Darkness run from light. Salvation's only in Christ.
If I name the chicks, I played them all. From the heart, soft, I sold it all. That was years ago, the rise and fall. Then I Lord behind the wall. I repent for sins I did and all. Read scripture fast and all. No matter the fame, big or small, I can never denounce Christ at all. I divorced the gang, claimed his name, Jesus reigned, and all they came was serving him with joy and pain. Life became marvelous, glorious, opposite, felonious, notorious, and all of this sins and this wickedness, habituate, maliciousness, scandalous, concentric, politics, and stand in front of Christ, the arsonist.
It's so amazing.
I know you're real, I know you here, I know you live, I feel you here. Your blessed son, your spirit come, everything you done, Lord, you are the one worthy of solving in mercy, omnipotent, awesome in glory. Angels in the heavens praise you, but we were made in the very image of you. Holy Father, living waters, took away my sins, your family I'm part of. You ain't even bothered, cause you are the author of the life, so in Christ is nothing I'm afraid of. I choose you over any woman I love, or anything offered in this world. Salvation isn't nowhere apart from you, Lord. I praise you. Everything you say in your word. No another day you deserve. But worship in the heavens and earth. But you, Lord, I praise you. It's not enough with you. Nothing can compare to you. You are the one who gave me life. My reason being, you're my God and King. Lord, I adore you. Humble before you. So unworthy. How can you love me after everything that I did? Forgiving me my sins as though I never did. I'm so thankful, grateful also. My Redeemer lives, Christ the living King. From the tribe of Judah, God gave us a Savior. No one else can save us, that's why we got favor. I choose you over any woman I love, or anything over in this world. Salvation isn't
no one apart from you, I praise you. Every day you say you are you. No other day you deserve. Worship in the heaven and earth, but you, Lord, I praise you. I praise you. I praise you. I praise you. Within me, God did it for me. God go before me. Praise give him glory. Read of the story. Father of mercy. You're one of worthy. Son of redemption. Spirit of cleansing. I salvation is to know it apart from you, Lord. I praise you. Every day you say your word. No other day you deserve. Worship in the heavens and earth, but you, Lord. I praise you. I praise you. I praise you. I praise you.
It's your boy.
What's up, you mate?
To you live and direct from the Battle Truth headquarters. Let's get right off into this. I see you still alive, brother. Them apes ain't came and got you on. Yes. So we here to talk about, brother. I heard the spaces between you and Miss Hustle. One thing I'm really liking about the spaces sometimes it be too many people up there, like too many people. So I wanted to actually just get you, one-on-one and speak on this situation, man. So talk to me, brother, because I heard it. Maybe you want to go a little bit more in depth about the situation. So what's going on?
First of all, that's the best song you ever made. I praise you. It's better than
You even heard all of them.
It's better than my first one. What's what's the first song you sent me that I like? Transformation. Oh, the war one.
The Art of Warship.
Art of Warship, yep. But this is definitely the best song you ever made. And the best hip hop song is you ever made was that's fire. We be counting that, we be writing that. That's the best hip hop song you ever made. Shout out to you though. I praise you as one of them. Every time. This is all the time. Every time I'm up here, the man is always on. Put it in the comment section. Every time I'm up here, Truth always get on his phone. Every time I call him, I'm like, bro, why do you call me if you're going to get on your phone, play a game, you got to do business, you got to go here. Why do you call me? Yo, I hit you right back. What are you calling me for then?
Okay, brother, go ahead. Break it down. I'm sorry. That's the wifey, so I got to take care. I don't want to get in trouble.
Yeah, you've been saying that since 2016.
Come on. Let's go, brother. So, break it down for us. What happened, bro? Break it down for us.
First, I want to say Jada Kiss and Joe podcast is trash. That's the most trash podcast I've ever seen. Anyway, let's talk about it. What I want to first go with? I want to first go with Naz. Everybody know me and Naz was tight, and I said was because after today we no longer tight no more. Y'all know how I feel. Like, don't play with me. What y'all don't know is I had 22,000 subscribers. So for all y'all to talk about, Jahad's getting a little bit of shine, and from a fan's point of view, is finally getting a little bit of shine, that's not true. I had 22,000 subscribers. For y'all that don't know me, I had 10 million views. I've been blew up. The reason why my channel was gone is because Piperboy, Queen Flip, and Mav Hoffa gave me strikes. Me and Piperboy used to be cool until I met Naz. Naz was a nobody. Like, who was he? But he was doing stuff for Piperboy because they both from Cleveland. So he knows Piperboy personally and his brother. So I started putting out Naz content on my page, on my 22,000 subscriber page. Piperboy hit me up and said, stop putting Naz on your page. I told him, no, I think you hiding something, but don't, if a person helped you build your platform and he's on the outskirts, don't do that, because I was like that before. Don't try not to acknowledge him because you got 60,000 subscribers. If the man got talent, let that man have his talent. So I kept putting up Ned's blogs, which he then made his page and started blowing up from those blogs I was putting on my page. And Piper Boy struck me for the third time, and they took my page down. And then Piper Boy ended up calling me and saying, yo, I can get your page back. All you gotta do is apologize to me. I knew he was recording. I said, Ida Frank, I'm not apologizing to you. What? He then said, all right, I can't help you then. He called me back 2 days later and said, I tried to get your channel back, but the YouTube people said he can't get it. I hung up on him. He was in New York for something, this Pipe Boy. Me and Pipe Boy had a little relationship. He was out here doing something in Harlem, and me and him was going back and forth through text. I violated him, and he said, yo, I'm over here. I called Swave Sever. This is all true. I called Swave Sever. Swave Sever said, where he at? He was on 153rd in Riverside. That's what he showed me a picture of, but I think that was Google Map. Swave Sever then sent 2 people over there. He was never there. I never respected Piper Boy after that. Nez blew up. Let's now take the story I just said. Now remember, my page is shut down because of Nez. Miss Hustle heard my blog. I'm thinking that Miss Hustle heard.
Hold on once. What am I missing? You said he said he was in New York, and you sent Sway Sever over there to see where he was.
I called Sway Sever and said Piper Boy was in New York because me and Sway Sever wanted him. Sway Sever sent 2 guys over where he was.
Wait. You said y'all wanted him?
Yeah, badly.
Oh, like to put the Dukes on him.
Yeah, yo, he stopped me from making $1,200 a month.
So in other words, if he didn't flag your channels and take them down, you'd be like one of the #1 bloggers in battle rap.
I'll be out because because nobody knew this, but the way whatever tracker that, remember when we go on YouTube and see how many followers we got, we could type in anybody's name. That website said I was projected at, right now I'd have been at 72,000 subscribers.
Okay.
Because the way it was going, the trajectory. So yeah, I'd have been making a lot of money.
Okay, so y'all sent the hitters to go see where Piper Boy was at, and he was out of there.
Swave did. I did. I was going there by myself. He said, no, stand down. He sent 2 people over there.
Okay. Okay.
I was young.
What would have happened if they'd have got him? Okay. Also, you ain't on your kid's slate. You don't want to do your bad news clone right now, huh?
You know how we are, True. We come from a different background. Pipe Boy would have been in the hospital. He'd have been in the hospital. I'd have been in jail.
Okay, go ahead. So what else happened?
So Nez looked at me as his brother because he's like, yo, nobody never did that for me. In battle rap, not in the streets. I don't want to get this wrong. So me and Nez grew a relationship for 8 years. I really don't call nobody my brother unless you're my brother in Christ. If you don't believe in Jesus Christ, you're not my brother. But all my real brothers, like in the streets, are apes. They rep ape. The same thing Miss Hustle is, they rep that. So those are my brothers in the streets. But my brothers are Christians. Facts. I got some of the biggest apes that they call me they brother, they little brother. And yeah, so me and Nez end up getting a relationship. Miss Hustle saw the blog. I thought I made a blog talking to Miss Hustle about bad news, her cousin.
Hold on. Are you saying you connected with the same type of association, the apes, that she allegedly was threatening?
The same person that she's under, my brother's under.
But she didn't have no knowledge of that. She don't know that.
She don't know that right now.
She don't know that your blood brother's name is actually in apes.
She don't know that.
She know now.
She know now.
Okay, go ahead.
All of them.
All of them.
10 of them.
10 of your brothers.
And they big.
Okay, go ahead.
Big in status.
Okay, go ahead.
So She think I'm one of these internet niggas. That's what she told him. Oh, I'm an internet nigga. You an internet nigga that backbite. Okay. Let's go by Nez battle rap. Nez, she told Nez, yo, where's Jahad at? I'm looking for him. Nez never calls me. He never calls me. Usually when something happened, Nez will call me. When Hitman didn't like what Byron Blake was saying, I was like, yo, Nez, you gotta stop listening to that man because I don't feel this way about Hitman. They thought I was working for Hitman. I never even met Hitman. But I said, nobody's touching you though, because you my man, you my brother. Nobody's touching you. But you gotta stop letting those lies fly. You're not saying it, but Byron Blake is. So you gotta stop letting that man lie. Because he's lying on Hitman, calling Hitman a rat, Hitman soft, stalking Hitman. I'm like, yo, bro, you gotta stop letting that go because that's not cool. Don't put a jacket on a man that they don't deserve to wear. Boom. So that goes by. So yesterday, the day before yesterday, Naz says Hustle is up here. So I'm going in there just to be a talker with Hustle. I'm like, this is great content. Not knowing, she said, where's Jahad at? Tell him to come over here. There's a difference between saying Hustle's up there and Hustle's looking for you. Or Hustle want to press you. I came on a pressing time. I came like, yo, who's she talking to? D.I. the Henryman didn't catch everything. When I first got in here, I said, who you talking to? She said, I'm talking to you. I said, oh, we talking about the bad news situation. Okay, I understand. I understand where it's about to go. She said, no, you said that I was getting my bars written for me. We're gonna stop there. Back to Naz. So I'm talking to Naz, and I'm like, yo, Naz, she threatened me. Yes, y'all. Hustle was threatening me. She threatened me. She said she got a nigga that's gonna do something to me. You threatening me. Put it in the comment section if that's a threat. Because I'm telling Naz, yo, Naz, why you didn't jump in as my brother and say, yo, Miss Hustle, I respect you, I love you, you my sis, but nothing is happening to my man. It's gonna have to happen to me. Like I did with the Hitman situation. That's just brother shit. I don't expect you to jump into me in her conversation. I expect you to be a brother. See, that's the difference with people. They be like, you expect me to say this? No, I expect you to be a brother. And being that I seen that you not my brother when the time is needed, okay, cool, I know where we stand. And we gonna leave it like that. If anybody know my channel, I'm from a fan's point of view. The only view that counts in battle rap. Remember, without us fans that's in battle rap, remember, there will be no battle rap. It's either you at the venue or you on YouTube. Don't comment. Now, Miss Hustle was with Rum Nitty when the Tay-Rock battle happened. She was talking to Rum Nitty. I think after that she got with Prep. I think what battle was that when she was with Prep? I think Twerk. So when I got her losing the twerk, I got her beating everybody else. I got her beating Jazz the rapper, even though they clipped out her chokes. I got her beating Jazz the rapper. I had her losing the twerk. I had her beating Averb with the gay allegations she had on him, fire. I had her beating Geechee Gotti. I feel like they only gave it to Geechee because they wanted the Kings to beat the Queens. That was Kings versus Queens 4, I think. I got her beating Tay-Rock, even though they had that argument and stuff, and Tay-Rock was hugging her practically on stage. I got her beating Tay-Rock. I got her beating JC with the Loso situation. Y'all know Loso booked JC or gave him $200 to get on the feature. I think because he a Hebrew Israel and we Christians, so he wanted to do a joint song with him, and JC ran off. Miss Hustle took that and attacked JC and killed him. And that little fast rounds that URL used to throw together. She destroyed JC. I got her beating Hitman. Do it sound like, now, that alone, do it sound like I dislike Miss Hustle? I just want y'all to marinate in y'all brains. Put it in the comment section if I'm lying. Y'all know how I am. I got Miss Hustle beating everybody. Everybody she battled. But I don't like her. Cool. So as Miss Hustle was going on this run, she gets Wody. Who's there cheering her on? The dick sucker, me. The nigga that the Apes is supposed to beat up. Me. Champagne. The one that she want killed. Put it in the comment section if she want Champagne killed for being her number one female. Disgusting. Cool. I'm not even mad at that. But I'm about to grind you in. So in her brain, I always had this feeling about her. I just let it out on this particular blog. Battlefield 40 was I know 40. That was my favorite. Yoshi, one of my favorite thoughts. I have both of them not beating nobody in battle rap because they got ghost written for. Every time they battled, I said, quantum physics won that battle. So it will be 40 versus Geechee is quantum physics versus Geechee because I feel like people write her raps. Miss Hustle, why would I have you winning battles when Prep and Rum Nitty is writing for you? Boom. So that's the praise up until this. This is the fan of me. From them 7 years, I've been a fanatic of you. I told people you can't battle females because you are on an optimum leap. You can't battle females. You have to battle the men because you're not a female battler no more. You're a battle rapper. I'm the one that said that about you. But I feel like you wrote. I feel like Prep and Rum Nitty wrote for you. Okay, cool. So now that we got your praise out the way, let's talk about Miss Hustle's penmanship and what it means to her craft as a battle rapper. Miss Hustle, do you know I'm a battle rapper as well? Do you know I can rap? So I know how it feels when a person's saying that somebody ghost written for you, some of the best things that you say to other people in the world. So it takes away your happiness. It takes away the writing, the going back and forth. You say you got a kid. You got to put your kid to sleep. You can't do this, but you still rehearsing. People think you retarded and stupid because you walking around talking to yourself, but you're rehearsing, and they don't know how important this battle is going to be when you're in front of 1,000 people and you make the crowd erupt. And that joy gets stolen from you when a blogger that has a voice say, oh, Prep and Rum Nitty wrote for her. Don't you think I know how that feeling is? So if you take your craft so serious, right, and you want things to be done to men that play with your craft, then why wasn't nothing done to Rum Nitty and Prep? The two people that put it out. Because where did that whole rumor come from? It didn't come from me. It had to come from Rum Nitty and Prep. That's where them rumors had to come from. So why you say you got niggas for people that play with your craft? Okay, Rum Nitty's in Arizona and Prep is in the DMV. I don't see nothing happening to them. Back to you. You say you take your craft serious. Why do you want to do a 2-on-2 with Hitman? He's the one that publicly said you got 1,000 niggas waiting for you. And you battled him and beat him. And after that, you said you want to do a 2-on-2 battle with him. Those are 3 fights. Those are 3 niggas that you got to get something done to. Now you have murder for hire, right? Because you getting all this stuff done on the internet, like you say, right? There's 3 people. That's a murder for hire. We ain't done. Tay-Rock, you was going back and forth with the Fred situation. You wanted to beat up Caution, and you wanted to see Tay-Rock. You battled him and practically hugged him. Those are 4 people, Hustle. We ain't gonna know. Since there's no whole bars, we ain't gonna stop there. Remy Ma was just on easy platform and said some people that come here gotta get beat the F up. Guess what she was talking about, Hustle? Because you got niggas, well, you a woman. You don't really need no nigga for her, right? You could do that yourself, as you preach. These are 5 people that play with your money, your craft, on a bigger platform than Little Wolf from a fan's point of view, right? Why something ain't happened to them? I'm not convinced that Hustle was that scary to not go past Hitman, Tay-Rock, Rum Nitty, Prep, or Remy Ma, or Easy, and come try to get at Little Wolf from a fan's point of view. Easy the Block Captain has been blasting you for the last 9 months in ghostwriting. That's the 6th person you have to get something done to. You and Coffee, number 8, was arguing and damn near ready to fight on stage, which I also have you beaten. Me and Battle go back and forth. I also have you beaten Coffee because I don't think she can do nothing with you. But y'all was about to fight on the stage. You got through that battle and left with not one of y'all be in touch. I've never seen you. You've never seen me. I do know where you from. Dub City. Zebulon, Clay Dollars, A-Paper, Nine Bulls. Come on, from the Bronx. You all from Harlem, but you used to be in Dub City. 48 laws of power. Second rule. Know who you dealing with. You don't even know who you talking to. Because I'm from a block that had beef with Dub City. Well, of course, it was old, it was young, and we grew up now. But those are your peoples. But there you go, wanting to jump out the window for a blogger that you don't know nothing about. But somehow, me saying Rum Nitty and Prep wrote for you, being sarcastic to another person, hurt you when you was about to damn near knock Coffee head off the pole, and she wanted to fight, and nothing happened to her. These are 8 people you got to get something done to before you come from a fan's point of view. I'm confused, Hustle. So how deep do you take your craftsmanship? It seems like you're picking and choosing. It seems picking and choosing to me. So of course you have every right to fight for your craftsmanship, for your money, and to get booked, because that's how you pay your bills. I'm with the end you signed. So why would anybody play with anything come to you writing songs or raps down to feed your family? Well, you 100% right, but then we would have to ask 8 people, right? We'll have to ask Rum Nitty, we'll have to ask Prep, we'll have to ask It Hit Me, we'll have to ask Easy to Block, Remy Ma, Coffee Brown. We'll have to ask 8 people, Tay-Rock, we'll have to ask 8 people before you come to me. Why wasn't nobody on one of them, which calibers is way bigger than mine, addressed about this matter? I'm confused, Hustle. Okay, don't even worry about that. Then you said, I got niggas for that, because I don't be playing. Hitman told you to suck his beat. You told him he gonna have to see you for that. Y'all saw each other the next day. Y'all hugged on camera. Now, when you said that, right? I made another blog stating y'all both Olas. You Paru and you 8. I'm not trying to convict these people. These are what they said publicly. One is the Paru, one is the 8. Y'all both Olas. Y'all sound stupid telling each other to suck y'all D and trying to have a war between Paru and 8 just because of a rap battle. It ain't that serious. I have never seen you address that and say, you know what? A blogger did say that we shouldn't even be doing this because we both Olas and we both blood, and this shouldn't even be going on in a civilian setting. I have never seen you talked about that. I have never seen you talked about that. Let's talk about taking things serious. You blurted out the other day that you watched a watch party for Remy and Easy event. So all 92 people that was in that watch party, or however, that wasn't taken out of Remy's mouth and Easy's mouth. You was happy to watch a bootleg when you are the culture. You're the top female. That wasn't a violation of battle rap. No, nobody cares in Spaces, and this is why Spaces kill battle rap, because nobody said nothing to Hustle for claiming she watched a watch party for an event that was paid for by Remy and Easy, putting money in black people's pocket. But she's mad at me for shading Hitman for something that he said publicly. Make that make sense to us. Make it make sense. So is Remy supposed to have something done to you? for hurting her pockets? Because she got niggas. And she rich. So her niggas is bigger niggas. I'm confused. Because if your track record is right and you got to have something done to everybody that speak on you, you are at murder for hire. You sound like Little Dirt. Because you got to have something done to 8 niggas and 2 females. Stop playing with me, Hustle. Let's get real. I was your fan. You 100% right. I always been your fan. When you was going at it with Tay-Rock. And Tay-Rock was trying to blast you, him and Caution. I stood up for you. I wanted that battle. I pushed that to put that battle out so you could expose it. You and Averb, when Averb said he's bigger than you, I said, Averb, you ain't bigger than Miss Hustle. She reached the plateau that you did. When you battled JC, look at me with the pom-poms on. Look at your dick sucker. Hitman publicly told you that he had 13 people, you had 13 people writing for you. Me being funny, I don't have to put it in no contextual format for Miss Hustle. I'm not your dick sucker. I'm not your meat rider. I'm not your Doja, and I'm not your Huckleberry. I can speak the way I want to. My platform is my platform. You got a person named Cam that was up there with us. I don't care about Cam. Cam publicly text in the comment section, oh, I don't respect Jahad. I don't know him. I rock with Hustle. I'm not mad at her because I don't know her. However, when we was on the space after Miss Hustle left, she was singing a whole different tune. So she's a clown. We already see Cam as a clown. She's a meat rider. People on spaces don't say what's on their mind. They go to who's bigger and who they love. I'm not mad at that. Her, Nez, and Miss Hustle was against me. Cool. I could hold my own. I'm not mad at that. I'm never mad at Cam because Cam holds no loyalty. I'm only mad at Nez. And however, I'll deal with Nez how I deal with Nez, which is leaving him alone before I disrespect him. I'm not mad at you, Cam, but you was a meat rider. You are, because you was not saying that when we was up there. You was giving me my praise after she left. But once the comments started killing you, now it's, I don't know Jahad, I don't care about him. Okay, cool. I don't know you either, so you out here. I respect that. Bye. Miss Hustle, you know nobody besides me, Angry Fan, and 3-Letter Man, recaps your battles like we do. You don't like Angry Fan, you don't like me, right? But nobody recaps you as much as us. Nobody. The people that you don't like. I find that weird and odd. Very odd. Then you said you gonna have somebody do something to me. There will be no apology between me and you. I would never apologize to you. Because I wasn't wrong. And I think you could see 500 people were saying the same thing. You ape. That's what you publicly announced. All my brothers are apes. Some of them MG, some of them Bugatti. You think that something is gonna happen to me, Hustle? You're sadly mistaken. I'm a Christian and I love Jesus Christ. I didn't come up here to fight and throw you under the bus and slander you and disrespect you like he disrespect. I'm evidently mentally I'm more mature than you. Let me tell you something, Hustle. In life, there's thinkers and there's doers. Don't you ever in life threaten anybody on a platform as big as Twitter. Anything that happens to me, they're gonna go right back to that conversation. That's stupid. If you're gonna have something happen to me, well then have it happen. You don't go to Twitter and tab. As an ape, you should know that. This is why I'm a Christian. I feel like I'm smarter than you. Why? Because I have Jesus backing me. I know what not to say. I know not to argue with no female. Why would I argue with you? You already wrong. And you dislike me, so I know that argument is coming from two things. A narrative and your distaste for me. So why would I go back and forth with you? But you ain't gonna lie to me. I was arguing for the lion's sake, not for how you feel about me. Yeah, damn how you feel. You feel this way about everybody. You told Hitman to suck it and you gonna catch him. You told Easy whatever. You told Coffee whatever. You tell everybody that. So I know you have a gripe, a hard gripe. Ever since you and Farrah, that situation happened with you and Farrah, and everybody said that she beat on you. You feel like you have to prove to everybody in this culture that you could fight, that you will kill them, or you will get them shot. Nigga, we don't care what you could do. We want to hear you rap. You care about what people don't care about. You think that we care about, oh, Hustle not like that because she got beat up by Farrah. Nobody thinks about that but you. That's why every rant you go on, you start arguing and screaming and say, I got a nigga for that. Well, do you know that you got to get your nigga insurance? Because you gave him 52 call-outs and he don't even know about it. How dare you to love the people that you love and put them in harm's way every time you feel some type of way? Every argument is, I got a nigga. Oh, we'll come see you. And the way you look and how your personality is and the money you do got dummies around you that will crash out for you. But with great power comes great responsibility. Everything that people say to you on the internet, don't call for, yo, go handle that nigga. Go handle it. Because you're going to be like Little Dirt, facing life. Stupid. You so stupid. Smarty. And even if you don't have it done to them, let's say if you get Mac Bowlers do it, or Trendies, some of the Trendies, which is Sex, Money, Murder, or what if you get this person, Blazing, or I said Trendy. Trendies are not Mac Bowlers, they are Bloodhound Brims. And you say, oh, so now a different gang in blood killed or did something to that person. Oh, Miss Hustle ain't got nothing to do with it. You don't think that cops are smart? The world is smart. The world is more advanced than us. Why do you think everybody's getting taken down? Everybody gets locked up, Hustle. And then let's say if you do have something happen to me. And then the people that served you get locked up. They tell, Hustle. Niggas tell, Hustle. Especially if you're not feeding them. You're supposed to know that. So don't you ever threaten nobody else on this platform. You take a picture of them, imagery with your brain, no phone calls, and you do what you do in the street. You don't never tell your left hand what your right hand do. Because now, a nigga like me is gearing up for everything that comes my way. And you are known active gang member. I take your threats serious, Hustle. What's up, Truth? What you need? Where Truth at?
I'm right here, brother. I'm right here listening to you. Okay, so since you got that all off your chest, so let me ask you this question. So when it comes to the threat, do it bother you? Are you worried and concerned about the threat of getting the so-called apes on you? Are you concerned about that?
Yes, I'm some concerned. All my brothers are apes.
So why would you be concerned?
Because in politics, when it comes to something that we're not, it's a lot of things that can happen. There's a lot of back doors, there's a lot of lies, there's a lot of it's very tricky politically in that world. And when my brothers are the same thing they are, it's like it's like conversational, or we can have a conversation, or yo, that's not gonna happen, or that's not gonna happen, or there's dummies. She got a lot of dummies around her. So of course, anybody that threatened me, I take serious.
Okay, so you say you one of her number one main supporters when it comes to the community, other than anybody else.
Everybody know that.
Well, apparently she don't know it. Do you believe she being selective on who she choose to threaten based upon all the things you ran down, the Remy Ma threat, the hitman holler, and them saying she got, and now
She ain't
you
gonna say that to
said
Remy. She ain't gonna say that to Remy. Remy got more power, and she went to jail for what Miss Hustle rap about.
but do you believe she being selective?
I just say yes. I said she ain't gonna say that to Remy. She ain't gonna say that to Hitman.
So you
Anybody?
saying so you saying even if she said, even if she believe, well, you did say she had a ghostwriter, but I know you said that you was only being sarcastic because Hitman was basically using that to say that
She
she
can't write
got
her own rap.
ghostwriters. So you basically was like, well, if that's the case, she beat all these people and she even beat you, but she's supposed to have a ghostwriter.
Yeah, but all
So,
I said was, I said, yo, she got. I said, yo, she beat this person, that person. And her ghostwriter is Rum Nitty and Prep. I never looked at to check that because everybody know I'm sarcastic. So I like to compare and contrast. Like if you know I'm a battle rapper, so I like to rap while I'm talking. Like when my son did something bad in the school, and I'm like, yo, your mother gave you the best shoes, kept you in the best school, so you won't be stepped to by no step dude. All the teachers started clapping, not knowing that came from Verb. You get what I'm saying? So I like to compare and contrast what people say and put it in the world. So that's all I was doing, you know? I'm witty.
do you feel okay? So before this incident, have you ever even spoke to Miss Hustle before? Had any type of contact with her? Like
Never. 12 years ago,
never ever.
when she was in the Bronx, I heard her, or Ebony. I heard about her because she was with Dub City. And the project I was rolling with was beefing with Dub City, so her name came up. So I've been knew about Miss Hustle.
Okay.
But no,
Okay.
I never spoke to her.
Okay. So when you was just on the platform with her, that was your first time ever having contact with her,
Yeah.
talking to her, everything.
Yeah.
Okay. Did you know that she watched you?
No. She said she don't watch me, she just watched that one blog. But I know that's a lie because I feel like she's mad at that bad news blog. But because she can't fight the bad news blog because I gave her game and it's so powerful, she ran and looked for something else. And I think when somebody sent her something else, it's like, yo, this nigga just keep coming up.
What do you mean by the bad news blog? What was the bad news blog you said that you believe she mad at? Why would she be mad at the bad news blog?
Well, when I put the bad news blog out, she is a known active game member, and she said it don't matter if my cousin snitch, nobody gonna do nothing to him though.
Oh, so bad news supposed to be her cousin?
Yeah.
Her blood cousin?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
That was
And so you did the blog basically exposing bad news on being a snitch, whose cousin. You believe she watched that blog, exposing him as a snitch. And you that
no.
may be
I was checking her on why would you even could put yourself in that knowing what you are, like condoning a rap. You like what?
but she said that's her cousin, you know.
Mm-hmm. So I was checking Hustle. She said she don't care about that blog. We talking about the ghostwriting thing, which I never even said that. I'm like, wait, what?
Many women in female battle rap been I think I think every woman in female battle rap been exposed on having a ghostwriter.
So why she not mad at Rum Nitty and Prep? That would have to come from them first. It won't come from nobody else.
Okay, so do you think for the most okay, but do you believe for the most part one of the reasons why is because they locked in a battle when it's part of the business and it's overlooked? That's why she probably didn't make a big hustle fuss about it because they booked for a battle. So
if Miss Hustle was dating Prep and Rum Nitty, and let's say that he was writing for her, or they had sparring sessions, or they're helping with ideas, and they came out to us, which don't know your private. Listen, at all these people that's coming out with these secret relationships and stuff like that, it has to come from one of them telling somebody. We wouldn't know that. We're the rats. Rats only go into people's house when it's dirty. There's no way your house is clean and it's tight and I'm able to sneak in. That don't happen. Rum Nitty or Prep had to run their mouth like this is what I did for Hustle. And when it came to us, it got back as right. I don't feel like nobody written for Miss Hustle because from the Tay-Rock and her battling Twerk to now, the stuff that she's writing, she got a new nigga. She's not with Prep or Rum Nitty no more. And she's better than what she was. So I don't believe that she was written for.
Okay, so how do you feel about her right now after the fallout? She still like?
She never say nothing to me. There's nothing to talk about. I don't like her at all no more. I'm always gonna love her as a battle rapper, just like Easy to Block. Easy to Block is a cornball to me, right? Because he lied. However,
what do you lie about?
One, I ain't want to bring this up, man. Okay.
Well, it's your interview. You gonna bring it up. What do you lie about?
A-Dep and him is going at it. I hit the ball in the Facebook Messenger. We call each other, we talking. He like, yo, you got that nigga address? I gives him the address. Cool.
Hold on, wait. That's what Easy asked from you?
Yes.
He hit you in your inbox and asked you, do you have?
I hit him in the inbox.
Hold on. Go ahead. Talk to the people. I'll be back.
Yeah, so I tells Easy, yo, boom, this is boy address, blase. Whatever the case may be. He tells me, all right, boom. I'm like, yo, when I'm coming up, because this is when he was having all the bloggers. He had that lying nigga Detroit, DME Detroit up there, live. He had Cole up there. He had Polo up there. He had A-Dep up there. He had the nigga that he wanted up there. How you got a nigga that's talking about you, even though the A-Dep interview was before, and what A-Dep did, that's what made him want him. But you have a nigga that's controversial, that don't like nobody, that think that you sold your soul 8 times. A-Dep think Easy mother. A-Dep think he sacrificed his mother. He sacrificed his mother to get rich. And you had that nigga up there. So when I gave it to Easy, I said, yo, listen, we got to do this blog. I want to come up there because I want to expose a lot of lying that been going on. He said, all right, I'm going to get you up tomorrow at 3. Never called me again in his life. Same thing Mav Papa did to me. I helped Mav get to where he at with my expert opinion. Never called me again. You can't trust none of these battle rappers. And Easy's my favorite.
Okay, so he hit you in the inbox.
No, I hit him.
Yeah, but he hit you back in your inbox asking you for A-Dep's address.
We called each other.
Oh,
yeah, and we was on the phone.
He gave you his phone number.
No, I called him on Facebook Messenger, and we was talking to each other for like 30, 40 minutes.
Y'all talk for 40 minutes?
Yeah, and I'm telling him everything like, DME Detroit is a liar. Why would you have him up there? He's like, all right, you want to come on my platform and expose all of it? I'm like, yeah, but why would you even let A-Dep on your platform knowing that all he's going to do is use whatever you say against you later on in life? He said, I didn't know that. I didn't know the ball. So I'm telling him, I'm giving him game with the bloggers. Even though he was a blogger already, I'm giving him game. He said, I was going to come up there the next day at 3 o'clock. Never heard from Easy again.
But did you give him the address?
Yes.
But you had no knowledge of what he was going to do with the address.
Maybe he ain't gonna do nothing on the internet. Easy's one of them street dudes. He ain't going.
Easy. Hold on. Easy is a what?
Street dude. He ain't got nothing on. Listen,
what street?
He ain't got nothing on
street? Wait. What street? What block? What hood?
No, he ain't got nothing street. All right, my man Mike that I get money with was dealing with Easy mother, right? So
what, like raising Canaan? Like was he was like Rock or something?
No, he was dealing with Easy's mother. No, I'm serious. My man Mike.
Like Hitler, like on some Delonte West.
I don't want to talk because his mother passed away. God bless her soul.
So what are you talking about then?
He used to deal with his mother.
like Delonte West, LeBron
Yes,
James.
he used to have a relationship with Easy's mother. I think she worked at Dollar General or Dollar Tree or something like that.
Yo, guy.
Yeah.
Okay, and what happened?
He was just telling me everything about Easy, you know. And he got a lot of things to say that I don't even want to repeat because I don't want to look at Easy like that. I just know that when he got hit in his face, he lied, and that's all I need to know. That Easy, you a liar. You're a liar. So I don't care about being friends with you, nothing. But you are one of my favorite battlers. Yeah, but he lied, so that I can't rock with Easy. I don't do liars.
Okay.
I got him beating Clips. He only lost to Clips because he choked. But
man, we ain't talking about no battle rap.
No,
like
but I just want him to know that I got him beating everybody that people don't have him beating.
Okay, so he lied on you.
He ain't lied on me. He lied to me.
To you.
Right.
You don't rock with him no more as a result of that.
And then after I ain't really care because that's your platform. I don't care. But when you lied to the masses that nothing happened and came out and said, we all lied, it just hurts your character. I'm like, oh yeah. You just a liar because he talking about everybody keep it a buck and keep it thorough, but you ain't keep it thorough and keep it a buck. So now everything you do is questionable.
Okay.
And then you aired out Sirius Jones, how much he make. Because it seems like every time he got an ad, I think he booked people. And then every time he get an attitude with them, even though a lot of people be doing some sucker stuff to Easy, which I fought for him for when he was right. And he airs out your business.
Okay.
So it's hurting people's finances.
Okay.
So he do a lot of sucker stuff to me that I just can't rock with.
Okay. So where do you and Hustle go from here?
I keep blogging on her when she have a battle. I just stay away from her. Like it's nothing to talk about.
Okay, but it's not gonna stop you from liking her as your favorite female battle.
I'm gonna treat her just like Easy. That's why I brought up the Easy. I rock with Easy battles. I don't really have him losing going into no battle.
Okay, so with that being said, what do you like about her as a battle rapper, and what don't you like about her as a person?
What I think that after the Farrah situation happened, she's overly protective of her image because she's trying to get that away from her. So everybody that play well, she's trying to take it to the next level. One day, the devil's going to knock on her door, and she's going to have to answer that. With doing so, she's no longer going to be a battle rapper. She's going to be a street nigga. That's what I do, because she reached a place where she showed Easy the Block Captain her whole closet and how she got Prada this and Louis this. It won't be Prada this and Louis this if I get somebody to do this to you. I don't think she understand that mentally. I don't think she don't know how fast she can go from a jet to a sale. I think she need to learn from what happened to Lil Durk. How you can have tens of millions of dollars and be in the jail. If she don't get that, then that's the only thing that hurts me. When she argues with people, she argues with them like she hated them for years, and she don't even know you. The thing I like about her in battle rap is she takes that same aggression that she got for you, and she put it in her bars. And as she's getting older and smarter, she becoming creative with the bars that she's giving you. And every battle that she has, she gets personal. I love that about her. She don't care who you are, even Geechee Gotti. She gets personal with you. I'm listening, Truth. This boy doing 85 million things at once. I bet you.
No, I'm right here. I'm right here. Okay, so with that being said, you are very controversial when it comes to battle rap. Very.
No, I'm not.
No? Do people believe you controversial?
Yes.
Why?
I tell the truth and they don't like the truth.
Do you tell the truth all the time?
All the time.
All the time.
I exaggerate sometimes.
Okay. Okay.
I lied about 3 times. In 8 years of being on YouTube, I lied like 3 times.
3,000, you say?
I lied 3 times.
300.
3.
30.
3. It was 3. Because it was 3 big lies.
What were the 3 big lies?
I'll tell you off cam.
No, tell me on cam. This your interview.
Yeah, you don't want to hear one of them.
I want it. Hey, I don't care.
I lied. I lied. I definitely lied.
You don't want to clean it up?
No, because one of them was with you. Me and you was going, I lied on your name, badly.
we definitely want to clean that one up.
Nah, we gonna do that. I done dragged you,
Yeah.
mud, gum, bro. I didn't. Oh,
Right.
I dragged. I lied on. Who else I lied on?
Everybody.
No, when it comes to battle rappers, I don't lie. I don't care. I gotta care about you to lie on you. I don't care about the so I tell the truth. So I definitely, when it came to anything battle rap related, I tell the truth. Yes, even the person. So right now, Geechee Gotti and Twerk want to punch me in my face when they catch me. Right. So we gonna dance. We gonna figure it out when we see each other. That's been brewing for 4 years. Geechee Gotti told me he was gonna smack the shit out of me. I said, I believe you will smack me. I just don't believe that's going to be it. And Twerk said that he's going to, I'm pussy and I got jumped by Queen Flip. I said, you forgot I beat up Queen. I said, you're a liar. And this is why you need to be a Christian instead of a blood, because now you're becoming a liar. See, when you was a Christian, you was telling the truth. Because if you told the truth, you would say, you beat up Flip, but I got him jumping you after. You ran straight to, you got beat up by Queen Flip, and then you put things on the dead homies. But if you put things on the dead homies and you know things to be true, you know that everybody know, and even Mano told Queen Flip, I beat him up first, then they jump me. So I ain't like that about him. Like, if you're going to be truthful, tell the truth. But he said we're going to dance with each other. So I'm going to the Salsa Club with him, and we're going to dance. So when Miss Hustle said, you one of them niggas that throw your rocks and hide your hand, and when somebody approach you, you scary and you want to backbite. Miss Hustle, I've been blackballed for 6 years. I've threatened PSA Letterman. I've threatened Angry Fan. Me and Geechee gonna fight.
Okay, hold on. Wait. You and Geechee gonna fight?
I told you, he said he's gonna smack the shit out of me when he see me.
You believe it?
Yeah, I said, I believe you all gonna smack me. I just don't believe that's the only thing that's gonna happen.
He said 2025, he ain't giving no busters no air, so he might slap you.
I said that. Listen.
Would you let a man slap you?
Are you listening to us? I just said I believe that he will slap me. I don't believe that's the only thing that's gonna happen.
But you're going to allow the slap.
I don't think he's gonna get that close to me, but you never I can't see. You never know what a man could do. You know, I'm not gonna say he might one day I might be in the store buying something. He might go, oh, that's from a fan's point of view. Let me go do my thing, and he come over and he get off. I know that ball is gonna be trashed.
Okay, so for the most part, you're going. Okay.
All right, let's just keep it real. Mav ran down on me when I said he lost the Av to see if I was an internet nigga. That's how me and Mav became cool. Me and Mav had a whole argument outside the jewelry store at home.
Okay.
He said, I thought you was one of them internet niggas, you official. That's how me and Mav became cool.
Okay. So he ran up on you, expecting for you to tuck tail and run, but you still go.
He said, excuse me, Mr. Richard, can you come outside? I said, oh, drop my money, everything. What's up? He was like, yo, I said, man, don't play with me. I don't know if you running up on me. That's what I said. I don't know if you running up on me or you think I'm not one of them. Like, what? You mad because I said you lost the Av? You did lose the Av. You're not supposed to lose no fucking Av. You all right? Excuse my French. He said, I thought you was not going to say that. I just ran up to you to see if you was going to say what you said in your blog. This was 7 years ago.
Right.
And this was Mav, the bully in battle rap.
Right.
So, and he didn't know how big I was. Pause.
Was he by himself?
Yeah.
That's why. He usually don't do nothing when he by himself. He got to have some people with him.
Nah, but that's not tough then. Real is real.
Okay, well, there you go. Well, there you have it.
Right. But he was a bully to battle rap. And if that's what y'all perceived as a bully, and I withstand that. Why would you think that Twerk or Geechee or Miss Hustle is like they could do whatever they want? Listen, I don't want to fight Geechee. I don't want to fight Twerk. I don't want Miss Hustle to send her goons at me. I am a scary person. That's why I react the way I react, because I'm scared. I don't want nothing to happen to me.
Okay, well, one thing people do know, you do have a reputation of actually meeting up with people and shooting the fade. You done that a few times on.
So Miss Hustle, if you don't know, if you look at it, Pretty Money got it out. It's floating around. I have it. If they wanted to show you. A person tried to stab me in my neck on camera.
I remember that. I remember that. I remember that.
Me and Queen.
What you jumped? Did you jump in the cab and leave, or was that?
Yes, I jumped in the cab.
I remember that.
You know I'm famous for the Ubers.
I remember that.
You
almost did. You almost did. He almost did, bro. I don't know how you caught that, but God was with you because he actually.
I said Jesus Christ did that. I ain't know he behind me.
He actually did almost slit your throat and take your head off, bro. You caught that.
No, God caught it. That we gonna give praises to Jesus Christ. That's nothing. That's not.
You hit him with like what you hit him with, like a 2-piece, a 3-piece. Like you laid him out. I would say that.
Then Queen Flip, they was gonna show the whole fight of me and Queen Flip. The person that recorded got the whole fight of me and Queen Flip.
Is that why you got jumped, because you won outside?
I showed Queen Flip seen the fight on camera with me and him.
Right.
It don't look good for him.
Right.
If you see the way I was hitting Queen Flip, it wouldn't look good. Y'all wouldn't look at Queen Flip the same. Y'all look at me different. So Miss Hustle, I don't know who you think I am. I'm a Christian. I believe in Jesus Christ. You believe in blood, I believe in the blood of Christ. There's two different bloods we believe in. My Jesus is more powerful than your flag. Understand that. Period.
Okay. But okay, so let me ask you this. You say Jesus. What if one say, well, if you believe in Jesus, why are you so contentious towards others?
I'm not contentious. You got to understand, we living in the last days. The devil is at his highest power. Let me break down what that means. I called Nas just to explain to him how I feel. His first reaction, I'm tired of, he been one to air me out and clean me up.
Right.
But that's the devil throwing your brother against your brother for a girl you never even, Miss Hustle never even helped you with a blog. Nigga, my page was took down for you.
Right.
But look how the devil worked. Miss Hustle, out of all those people I named, none of them is Christians but me. So of course you want to kill me, because that's the devil. So when the devil is at his highest power, I have to show who I am through Jesus Christ at his highest power.
So you believe
I'm not backing down from y'all verbally. I don't want to fight y'all, but I'm gonna tell y'all the truth, because the devil is at his highest power. Well, we need to show how Jesus is at his highest power. We're mighty men of God.
Okay, so let me get this right. So you believe that you said nothing different than what people have already spoken before you, but yet you the one that's being targeted. And you believe that comes from your belief in Jesus Christ, because other than that, why would you be singled out on things that people said before you, more aggressive than you, who meant it more than you did, when you actually a supporter of the person who actually accusing you of basically staining her to some degree?
Now, that's a two-part answer. First of all, I never even said that she had a ghostwriter for her. This is the worst part of everything. Me saying that was to hit me. She took it for herself. That wasn't even to her. So I still didn't say what everybody else said.
Okay.
Because that has nothing to do with her. It has something to do with hitting and writing.
Okay. So let me ask you this. So with all that said and done, it is what it is. We know you stand your ground. We know you're already on record as being known for a fighter, a person who stand your ground. I think I would consider you as a dangerous person, because maybe because that's where y'all at. See, down here where we at, it's entirely different to some degree. Like, You would go to the problem. You go to the problem.
Not no more.
You just said you for the
Not
such
no
and
more.
dance.
No, not no
You
more.
just said that.
No, I won't go to the problem no more.
No, you just said you going to some club to go get up with such and such, and y'all gonna dance.
No. What I mean was, I said if Turk see me, we gonna dance. I put a punchline out there. I said we gonna go to the salsa club and we gonna dance. Meaning, when we see each other, we gonna figure it out.
Oh, okay.
It was a metaphor.
Okay. All right. Okay.
I'm not
so
with Turk.
Okay. So for the most part, though, do you avoid things?
Yes. I ain't having fights since Queen Flip. I told you that.
That's not true.
Me defending myself is not. I'm talking about two people try to kill me. Of course, I defended myself, but I haven't
That's
had
a fight.
a public fight.
You swung.
Of course, I swung the fight for my life. But I haven't had a public fight in 5 years.
It was public. It was public. It was on the streets.
You didn't know. So I told you.
I did know. I saw it.
No, you didn't. Not with the
I did see it.
Not with when my baby mother family tried to kill me.
I saw it. It's online.
You ain't see that part.
I saw that part.
Not when I got cut. I'm talking about when they tried to kill me.
You said you haven't had a fight since Queen Flip. That happened after Queen Flip.
Meaning I didn't have.
You said a public fight.
Yeah, like me being a blogger fight. No. Like I listen, I've been in this culture 8 years.
A blogger fight.
Yeah, like, okay. 8 people called me out in battle rap. I never had a fight with them. Except for Flip.
Was it really 8 people, or are you exaggerating again?
No, it's 8 people.
You know the 8 people who called you out?
Okay, when Angry Fan, before this happened to his arm, he was
you couldn't be Angry Fan with 2 arms.
We talking about that? We talking about that Angry Fan.
You couldn't beat him with 2 arms.
When he was living in Wagner. You
couldn't beat him with 2 arms.
When he was living with Wagner, he was doing a lot of.
You couldn't beat Angry Fan with 2 arms.
Angry Fan don't even say my name no more because he already know better.
He hurt himself when he had 2 arms. He said,
he don't even say my name no more. All right, I'm gonna tell you.
Not since he hurt himself. Before he hurt himself, he said your name.
All right, hold on. All right, when he had 2 arms, and we only talk about 2 arms.
You didn't want no problems.
He was in Wagner.
He had the pitchfork, the shovel, the axe.
Yes. It's the time.
So you didn't want them troubles.
All right. I hit him up on Instagram. I said, "Yo, Angry Fan, you gotta stop doing the funny stuff you doing online because you from the soil. You're from Harlem. Like, stop treating me like this. Like you be doing a lot of corny stuff. And like one day I'm gonna come see you, Jahad. What the fuck is you talking about? Here we go. See, we on Instagram and you still acting like you blogging.
Right.
I'm 2 avenues. Oh, I'm on 2nd Avenue. Nigga, you on Wagner. You on 1st Avenue. It's Paladinos, then it's 1st Avenue. I'll come see you. What you gonna do if you come see me? I will drag you out the house.
That's the 2-arm Angry Fan,
yes.
Right? Right. So you heard what he said, right? What you gonna do?
Yes.
Could you beat that Angry Fan?
That's the one I was arguing with. I said, you know what? I said, come outside. I'm gonna see you.
You didn't pull up. You pull up on everybody else. You didn't pull up.
You listen? He blocked me. It's on my Instagram, bro.
Stop from hurting you.
Boy blocked me. I said this nigga. So after and then I told you what happened with the Jag situation. He calls you, and now he wants to speak to me. He's a sucker. Angry Fan's a sucker. That's one person.
Which one? The one with the 2 arms or 1 arm?
That was a 2-arm person. That's before his crash.
You didn't want no problem with that one.
You want to fight
the 2 one. You don't want to fight Angry Fan. You want to fight Caps.
And then he was recording on. No, I wanted to fight Anthony Hargett.
Well, that's the one who didn't have a pickaxe.
No, he did. No, that's the one with the cancer patient that was on 116th Street. The real Angry Fan. That was the real one.
Fight the one in the garage with 2 arms with the weapon. That's the one.
But he was more grimy when he was on 116th.
That's not Anthony. The man in the garage with the Michael Myers.
I know.
Michael Myers utensils. That's Angry Fan.
That's when he was getting money. The one before that, when he was homeless, that was the hungry one.
The one before. That's who you tried to pick a fight with.
Right, the one where he was hungry, where he wanted to fight your head off because he ain't have nothing. The cancer patient. His head was
Okay,
bald. He had glasses on, and he was mad at the world. That's the angry.
Shouts out to Cap though. That's my guy. We just picked. Who the other person who called?
PSA Pod 3-letter man said he was going to punch me in my face.
Okay, who else?
Flip, I fought Flip.
That's 3.
Geechee.
That's 4.
Twerk
Want to fight you.
Polo.
Wait. Why do Twerk want to fight you?
Because I said that he out here choking in every battle. At the time, he was choking. It was like 4 years ago. And he slid in my DM, and he was like, you the nigga that got beat up by Queen Flip, set your PA up.
Well, are you sure that? Because you know a lot of people in battle rap got fake profiles.
Yeah, I said, well, you jumped me then. He said, I'll see you at the event.
How did you know that was Twerk?
Because I clicked on his thing.
That's how you usually know. That's how you usually know if it's a fake. So you already know how it go.
He had like 16,000 or 20,000.
Okay. That might have been him then.
That might have been. That wasn't. And,
I'm just saying.
And then
hold on, wait. So he want to beat you up too?
Yeah.
Okay, so Geechee got a hit out on you. Twerk got a hit out on you. Hustle got a hit out on you. Cap don't no more, but PSA podcast threatened you too. So he's saying he gonna hurt you too?
That was the time where me and you had the blogging wars. I never see him since then. I never spoke to him. But when I addressed the Tony Bro incident, all that I was talking about him, why he was mourning, RP to his father, and I wasn't. He told me he was gonna swing on me then. I said PSA. I said 3-letter man. Well, I said some funny shit. I will make you 1 letter. Some shit like that. I said I will break you down to 1 letter.
Right.
I never heard from him again.
Okay, who else?
Polo,
Black Compass Polo.
Yeah.
He don't even fight. Why do people who don't fight want to fight you? That's bad. They're bad when people who don't fight want to fight you. Like, do you bother people that much that people who don't fight?
Me and Polo was cool. I had a bet with him that this is how it all started. I had a bet with him that Danny Myers was going 3-0 Tay-Rock.
Right.
$100.
Right.
So after the battle, I said, you owe me 200 because he 3-0'd me.
Right.
He said, no, he didn't. I got Tay-Rock winning. I said, yo, bro, stop doing that D. I said the D words to him. Stop D sucking. You lying. He's like, what, nigga, I do? I said, nigga, I will beat you. And he blocked me.
Right.
Cola. Up there in them spaces.
Why? Okay, Cola. So, well, Black Compass. You mess with one, you got to fight them all.
No, me and Cola had a different, because me and Cola was cool still. Me and Cola was cool.
Not when you mess with another Black Compass member.
We was cool after that.
Oh, cool. So he knew he was leaving Black Compass.
Nah, this is before that. This is when Surf called him.
He usually protect the rest of the Black Compass members. So he let you threaten Polo while being a Black Compass member and didn't get offended or nothing.
He came up. Cola whole thing is he came up watching me, you, Angry Fan, and everybody else. So he had a respect towards me because I was bigger than him. So
why do he want to fight you now?
I think it's now I want to fight him. I don't think he want to fight me no more. But this was what's sad. We was in the spaces. I always come up there, me and him. He always let me as a speaker. And he's like, yo, nobody talking right now. I'm the big speaker. I'm like, where you big at? Nigga, I'm here. You big until I got here. I'm way bigger than you. Nigga, you are nobody. He's like, I'm big up here. Yeah, Cola, stop playing. He was like, yeah, you got to shut your weird ass up. I said, Pola, I will beat Cola. Stop.
Y'all said this is on spaces. Y'all going back and forth with each other.
Because he's trying to address Surf because Surf threatened him and nobody think that he's going to check Surf. So now he got it. So everybody says like 200-300 people. So he said that. I inboxed him, said, yo, Cola, when I catch you, because he mic'd me down, he muted me, he started talking that weird, you know how that weird, he's a weirdo. I'm like, oh. So I inboxed him, I said, yo, Cola, you don't come to New York anyway.
All right.
When you do come to New York, please just come see me. I just want to have a conversation. And you know what that meant.
Okay, so who else?
That's all. Oh, guy felt to die. Guy felt
Felt.
to die.
Hold on. Wait. Wait. Who want to fight you? A guy who felt the thigh.
15
Who did
minutes
you
of
just
fame.
say?
Uncle Rasta.
Now his son that used to do the
The
riddle.
game show.
Yeah. He don't even show it. How do people
So
who don't even come? How do people who don't even come on camera on to fight you, bro? Like that's crazy.
he tried to do a he told me to change my stop putting my thumbnails with his father's thumbnails or something gonna happen to me. I said, well, something gonna happen to me, and tell your father to stop that from her point of view before I sue him, because that's not his.
So he accused you of stealing from his father.
Not stealing, but putting the wrong, misleading thumbnails up.
From your father, from his father.
And I said, God felt on her thigh, whatever your name is. What are you gonna do to me? You're not gonna do nothing to me. That's the first incident. The second incident was he asked me, do I rock with Battle Truth? I said, yeah. He said, well, we don't rock with him over there. I said, well, I guess that's how me and him.
He didn't say that. You said you don't lie.
Truth, you don't know. You want me to start airing stuff out because what you
Yeah,
doing?
I want you to start airing stuff. We don't hold nothing back. We don't hold them back for.
All right.
Yeah.
Chris Petty, him. Who else is in that nation? Chris Petty, God felt to die. Hip hop is real. All told me that they don't rock with you. They can't rock with me if I rock with you.
So they said. Now what's funny about
this was Facebook.
Okay, now what's funny
Facts.
about this is
And I said, I guess you don't rock with me no more. That's why I'm blackballed from 15 Minutes of Fame, Chris Petty, and Hip Hop is Real. I don't know why I'm blackballed with everybody else. I know 15 Minutes of Fame. So that's when we stopped liking each other. Me and God felt about.
Okay.
And then that's when he hit me with the other thing. Well, stop messaging my father, using my father clips.
Well, let me say this part. 15 Minutes of Fame offered me a position to be one of the top people over there. They wanted me to take the Battle Truth brand, bring it to New Jersey, set up in one of his offices thing to bring my stuff.
Well, that was the son saying it, so I don't know.
No, that was the father. I got the call from the father.
No, I'm talking about what the son said. The son said we don't rock with that.
That's what I'm saying. Okay, well, let me tell you what the father said. Okay, he got my number. He said he liked what I'm doing. The truth thing. He want to bring it to Jersey and set up, and he promised me that I would have all this wealth of success within a year or so, 2 years or so, And I told him I appreciate the offer, but no, you know what I mean? I'm gonna do me because I don't want to be censored. I don't want to be compromised, censored, and I know who got me here and what I do,
Right.
And I know you remember for a long time because I'm so controversial when speaking about God and Jesus.
You're not controversial. You tell the truth, and it becomes controversial to everybody because they want to hear something.
Right, and but you can't stop the people though. See, that's the thing though. No choice but to mention things when they see that the people went behind you. So even though they probably tried to believe they could use their platforms to not give you any light or something like that, when the people went behind you, they're going to demand it. So
it was whole
many
group chat killing me in Facebook, and this one me and you wasn't talking. It was Chris Petty, God. It was like, man, and I'm arguing with like 19 people,
right?
And they all blocked me after.
Okay, you and the thing about see, but a lot of this stuff be real fake. Same guys that's in my inbox wanting some type of favor or something from me in some type of way. And not only that, and have taken things from me and used it for their platforms and advantages. You know what I mean? So, but I remember those times like that. That's why a lot of times if I do use like a Hip Hop is Real clip or so, and because y'all, I remember at one time,
They
They
was
was
asking
using,
everybody, do they like Battle Truth?
right. They was using that whole Battle Truth thing to get numbers and everything. You know what I mean? So
I asked him to do my blog. Let me go on hip hop. He told me no. I said, well, take my thing of me fighting Queen Flip down. He said, I never talked about it. I said, you got 48,000 views off of me. Look. He took
right.
it down. Clownism. I already know.
Okay. So look, we're an hour 30 minutes in. We got to revisit this. You know what? You know what I'm gonna do?
Clip it.
I ain't gonna clip it. I'm finna let it play. But what we gonna do, I'm gonna incorporate some things, bro. We gonna do this a little bit more often. Since it ain't no filter, you uncompromised, I'm uncompromised. I don't really care. You know, we represent Christ,
Jesus
so we
Christ.
don't care about telling the truth. You know, it is what it is. So I think we should visit this. We're gonna visit this again. We're an hour 30 minutes in. So what you want to say? And we gonna come back and do this again. I'm gonna give it a title. We're gonna call it a show thing and give it a title. Because a lot of people do like you for the most part. You are funny, you entertaining, you know what I mean?
Put it in the comments section.
You know what I'm saying? So what you want to say before we get up out of here, man?
We should call it from Battle Truth point of view.
No.
From Truth point of view. Fire. Fire.
Okay,
That's
so
right
we up out of here. The spotlight on you, brother. What you want to say to people?
Everybody go subscribe to From a Fan's Point of View, the only view that counts in battle rap. Remember, without us fans that's in battle rap, remember, there will be no battle rap. It's either you at the venue or you on YouTube. Don't comment. And remember this. This is to the gang nation. Because La Brim gave his life to Jesus Christ. And everybody hate La Brim right now because he gave his life to Jesus Christ. And a lot of people is incarcerated because of him. And a lot of people is frowned upon because of him. That has nothing to do with him no more. There's a better life than gang culture. And that's Jesus Christ. I never want y'all to see what I'm doing and be like, oh, look at Jahad getting all that light because he's arguing. Me and Miss Hustle wasn't supposed to do that. I'm a Christian first. I love life. I love jumping over balconies. I love jumping on jet skis. I've been to Hawaii. I've been to Jamaica. I've been everywhere. I love coladas, toes, and being in jacuzzis and going to church. I love hearing the Lord speak. I love John Hagee. I love when he do the gospel, Battle Truth. I love hearing I Praise You. Shout out to Battle Rap Rankings. I care about Jesus Christ. Make no mistake. I don't care about battle rap. I care about Jesus Christ. So if you never took nothing from me, and you never heard nothing from me, and you don't care about nothing I say, cool. Understand Jesus is better than gang culture. Jesus is better than every other culture that you can find. Seek Jesus. Don't seek spaces. Don't seek Twitter. Don't seek approval. Seek Jesus first. I promise you, he'll never forsake you or turn his back on you or laugh behind your back like the battle rap do, like the gang culture do, like the outside world do. I'm a representation of Jesus Christ. I love Jesus. So don't come to me with the Jahad, you fought for yourself, you stood on your ground. No, we stand for Jesus. The person that Twerk make fun of, that's who we stand for. So remember, God is real. We fake. Don't comment.